2025 has just begun, and once again, the Simpsons' predictions seem to be coming true. A wildfire has broken out in Los Angeles, spreading terror across thousands of acres, destroying homes, and leaving devastation in its wake. But what's truly shocking is that The Simpsons had already depicted a similar scene 9 years ago, on September 25th, 2016. In that episode, a fire engulfed an American town, turning everything into smoke and ashes. Now, as aerial images of Los Angeles County emerge, the resemblance to that animated scene is uncanny. But how much truth is there to this? How does The Simpsons manage to predict the future so many years in advance? You must have seen a famous photograph of Donald Trump holding a glowing orb alongside Saudi King Salman and Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi in 2017. While the photo itself sparked numerous theories, what truly baffles people is that The Simpsons seemingly predicted this moment back in 2002. How could this be possible? Is it really true that powerful individuals have already planned everything in advance? And besides the Los Angeles wildfire, which other Simpsons predictions for 2025 might actually come true? The Simpsons is a legendary animated sitcom that has been running since December 17, 1989. With over 700 episodes, it holds the record for the longest-running scripted show in both animation and live-action television. Initially popular among children, the series has since gained a massive following of all ages, mainly because of the eerie accuracy of its predictions. There is a long list of past predictions that have shockingly come true. Take, for instance, an episode from 1998, where Homer Simpson is seen writing a mathematical equation on a blackboard. At the time, it seemed like just another joke. But 14 years later, in 2012, scientists discovered the Higgs boson particle, also known as the God particle. Astonishingly, physicists have confirmed that the equation written in The Simpsons was remarkably close to the actual calculation of the Higgs boson's mass. This particle is crucial to the universe as it provides mass to everything. Without it, neither stars, planets, nor even human beings would exist. Moving forward, an episode aired in March 1995 featured Lisa Simpson visiting London. In one scene, the famous Big Ben and London Bridge were shown. However, there was something in the background that didn't exist at the time, a futuristic, cone-shaped skyscraper. 17 years later, that exact building was constructed in the same spot. Today, we know it as the Shard. The fact that construction on the Shard only began in 2009, 14 years after the episode aired, raises serious questions. How did The Simpsons foresee this? If we consider this a mere coincidence, then what about another prediction from 1998? In that episode, the 20th Century Fox logo was shown with an unusual addition, a sign beneath it that read, "Division of Walt Disney." At the time, 20th Century Fox had no affiliation with Disney. Yet, 21 years later, Disney acquired both 20th and 21st Century Fox. Another mind-blowing prediction came in the year 2000, in an episode titled Bart to the Future. Lisa becomes the President of the United States and mentions inheriting a financial mess from her predecessor, none other than President Donald Trump. At that time, Trump was only a businessman, and the idea of him running for office seemed absurd. However, 16 years later, in 2016, he became the President of the United States. Even more bizarre, in another episode, The Simpsons depicted Trump descending an escalator while waving to supporters, a scene that was recreated almost identically in real life during his 2015 campaign announcement. There's also an episode from 1998 where Lisa points to a list of Nobel Prize winners. Among the names is Bengt R. Holmstrom, a real-life economist who won the Nobel Prize in 2016. How could The Simpsons have possibly known? The show's seemingly supernatural ability to predict the future has fascinated millions. But is it really prophetic? Or is there a more logical explanation? In one episode, Lisa visits London, and instead of the usual analog clock on Big Ben, there is a digital display. While permanently changing the face of Big Ben to digital seems unlikely, it isn't impossible. In fact, during the 2022 renovation of the tower, discussions took place about temporarily modifying the clock for a special occasion. Could 2025 be the year when this prediction comes true? Another eerie forecast revolves around the first female president of the United States. Despite efforts by Hillary Clinton in 2016 and Kamala Harris in 2024, America has yet to see a woman in the Oval Office. However, in one Simpsons scene, a campaign badge reading Evans 2028 inches was spotted. Could this be a subtle hint that Ivanka Trump might announce her candidacy for the 2028 election in 2025? Another prediction involves mind control technology. In a 2010 episode titled The Fool Monty, Mr. Burns creates a device to control people's thoughts. Interestingly, billionaire Elon Musk has been working on a similar concept through his company, Neuralink. The company is developing brain-computer interface technology aimed at treating conditions like paralysis and epilepsy. A prototype is expected in 2025. Could The Simpsons have predicted this as well? In a 2020 episode, Professor Frink creates his own cryptocurrency, Frink Coin, and becomes the richest man in Springfield. In another episode, cryptocurrency is shown replacing traditional money. With Donald Trump recently promising to make the US the crypto capital of the world, could 2025 be the year when digital currency takes over? Even fusion energy was hinted at in a 1996 episode. Unlike conventional nuclear power, fusion energy is cleaner, more efficient, and produces minimal radioactive waste. In 2022, a California-based lab successfully demonstrated fusion energy. Could 2025 be the year when this technology becomes viable on a global scale? Another intriguing prediction from a 1995 episode featured Lisa using a holographic phone, where the caller appeared as a 3D projection. Today, companies like Meta are developing augmented reality technology. Could we see 3D holographic calls replace video calls in 2025? While The Simpsons has made numerous accurate predictions, some events have been deliberately staged to mirror the show. For example, in a 2012 episode, Lady Gaga performed while suspended in the air, wearing a silver outfit. 5 years later, she recreated this exact performance at the Super Bowl. Similarly, Miley Cyrus's wrecking ball scene was eerily similar to one from a 1994 Simpsons episode. Some events are even manipulated post-factum. The viral image of Trump, Salman, and El-Sisi holding the glowing orb. The Simpsons scene was created after the actual event in 2017, but many falsely believe it aired in 2002. So how does The Simpsons manage to predict the future? The truth is simpler than it seems. The show's creators are incredibly observant and skilled at exaggerating real-life trends. Many of their predictions stem from logical foresight rather than supernatural insight. For example, when they depicted smartwatches and video calls in the 1990s, the concepts already existed. They simply extrapolated where technology was headed. If The Simpsons were to predict today that global warming will cause glaciers to melt, and a major glacier collapses in the next 10-20 years, people would claim it was yet another prophecy. With over 700 episodes, The Simpsons has an enormous archive of ideas. If even a fraction of their jokes or storylines resemble real-life events, it's not proof of clairvoyance, just coincidence. The show's writers study political and technological trends and create exaggerated scenarios based on those insights. So, while The Simpsons has certainly made some remarkable predictions, the truth lies not in some grand conspiracy, but in clever writing, keen observation, and sometimes sheer luck.